There are many different personality types on the Myers Briggs Type Index, 16 to be exact, but some are so close to one another that it can be hard to tell them apart. The INFP and INFJ are two of the most similar and most different personality types out there. The INFP and INFJ have a lot of similarities, which is why they are frequently confused for one another. They are both abstract and inventive introverts. They both also hold humanity in higher regard than technical understanding and cold logic. They appear to be quite similar because they are both introverted, intuitive, and feeling kinds. However, they do not share any cognitive functions, even though they do share 3 of the 4 MBTI preferences. That's right, they share 0 cognitive functions. To state the obvious, their perceiving and judgment preferences are positioned in opposite directions. Introverted feeling and extroverted intuition are used by the INFP, whereas extroverted feeling and introverted intuition are used by the INFJ. These two personality types do have a lot in common, yet they also have very significant differences. Today I'm talking about 5 big differences that separate the INFJ and the INFP. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting us off at number 5 on today's list of the differences between INFJ and INFP is, unlike INFJs, INFPs develop a more subjective, moral sense and value system. In comparison to INFJs, INFPs are pickier in what they care about. They are more likely to determine what is good or not so good for themselves based on what feels right to them. Their reasoning does not have to be completely logical, and it may appear random or self-serving at times. They could embrace either an unconditional love and forgiveness mentality or a vicious eye for an eye, hunger for vengeance type of worldview. Traditional wisdom and majority group feelings that do not align with the INFP's ideals are avoided by them. They also aim to be genuine and to investigate their own emotions as a source of moral truth and spiritual direction. Despite their empathy, sensitivity, and openness, INFPs refuse to let others dominate or dictate what is best for them. In their decision-making and reasoning, INFJs place a greater emphasis on others' feelings and needs. External social and interpersonal aspects are considered in more depth by INFJs. The value system of an INFJ is more collaborative and interwoven with the people in their environment. As a result, they are more likely to alter their behavior as necessary in order to comprehend and relate to them. INFJs are open to sharing their knowledge and thoughts with others. Many INFJs are drawn to teaching jobs because that allows them to contribute to the development of human potential. The moral ideas that INFJs encourage are bolstered by a personal sense of obligation and responsibility to others. INFJs are more likely to be concerned about the well-being of others than about their own, whereas INFPs don't let others' feelings affect their decision-making. Coming up next, and number 4 on today's list, is INFPs have a more powerful and detailed memory. Introverted sensing is present in INFPs as their third function, indicating a potential for preserving precise information and long-term memory. Because of their dominant introverted feeling function, INFPs may have a deeper link to the past than INFJs. They are more likely to hold on to memories that are emotionally significant. Their distinguished personal history will almost certainly accompany them and occasionally torment them throughout their lives. If it is polluted with negative and traumatic experiences, INFPs may withdraw and become more secretive as a result. However, because they are able to access and recreate the thoughts and visual imagery linked with those memories, it's possible that their art and creative attempts will be more realistic and have very vivid details. Number 3 on today's list of differences between INFJ and INFP is INFPs are more interested in differing possibilities and INFJs are more interested in overlapping meanings. Different types of abstract thinking are encompassed by the nature of INFP's extroverted intuition versus the INFJ's introverted intuition. INFPs are prone to extracting from the real world and using their intuition. When they interact with the world, the feelings it elicits sparks and ignites their creative engine. Instead of committing to a single genuine solution or interpretation, INFPs are intentionally more open to various options and meanings. INFJs, on the other hand, rely on their introverted intuition to provide insight into the underlying meaning of what they see. INFJs are more concerned with acquiring a wider understanding, which allows them to better comprehend what is going on, its importance, and what it means for the future. In addition, INFJs are more aware of their dreams' unconscious symbolism, the awareness of numerous patterns, and other serendipities. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That's going to signal YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Number 2 today in the runner-up spot of big differences between INFJ and INFP is the INFJ has a stronger analytical focus than the INFP. INFJs have a knack for logical reasoning, which is referred to as introverted thinking, their third function. Aside from their extroverted feelings, INFJs employ a subjectively formed logical framework to guide their decisions. They are less likely than the INFP to base their decisions on random whims and impulses. When absorbed in their own introverted world, they tend to hold themselves to some type of logical consistency in objective reality. INFJs are prone to pondering hypotheses, examining how things function, or attempting to prove or deny the truth of an idea or notion. INFJs have intuitions that they strive to send out to the world and make sense of. Topping our list and in the number 1 spot today is INFJs are attracted to extroverted sensing types, while INFPs are attracted to extroverted thinkers. INFJs have poor extroverted sensing, while INFPs have poor extroverted thinking. These personality types' lesser functions reveal areas they are likely to overlook in themselves, but unconsciously admire in those who use them effectively. The genuine and vibrant spirit demonstrated by the ESTPs and ESFPs is likely to appeal to INFJs. Extroverted sensing is something INFJs aren't naturally good at, and they may subconsciously strive to compensate for it in the people they like. INFJs are more careful and picky when it comes to the substance and quality of what they encounter, which might make them appear a little snobbish in their tastes. INFPs, on the other hand, have an innate predisposition to extroverted thinking. The conscious ego of the INFP focuses on inner control. Furthermore, they are most at ease controlling the physical realms of human potential and moral truth. In the outer world of systems and structure, INFPs feel less at ease. INFP is drawn to personality types who employ extroverted thinking naturally and comfortably, such as the ESTJ and the ENTJ. Such people may be appealing on a subconscious level because of the INFP's implicit desire to acquire technical proficiency as well as put into place functional and fruitful goals. On the surface, the INFJ and INFP personalities appear to be very similar. These two introverted Myers Briggs personality types are both goal-oriented, idealistic, and creative. In some areas, though, they are nearly directly opposed. In fact, they have no cognitive functions in common. One letter can make a tremendous difference in the MBTI personality theory. What do you think of these 5 huge differences between the INFJ and INFP? Leave a comment and let me know. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.